in the heart of fashion's creative hub, where every stitch tells a tale and style is an open canvas. A unique brand emerged. Meet Siddharth Dungarwal, an entrepreneur with a vision that reshaped fashion. Today, we reveal Snitch's journey, how innovation led to success, what drove its meteoric rise, and what lies ahead for this fashion icon. Join us on a journey, blending style, entrepreneurship, and a dash of mystery. Welcome to Snitch's Untold Story, where every outfit speaks and every chapter unfolds surprises. But first, a question. Can you guess how Snitch turned a simple idea into a $1 million fashion empire? Stay tuned for answers that might redefine your fashion perspective. On a regular day, Siddharth Dungarwal noticed something unusual. Everything seemed normal, but he felt something different in the air. Siddharth and his friend were chilling in a cafe with the roof open to the sky. They relaxed in the cool evening breeze. Sipping coffee, Siddharth saw a woman nearby. She was happily flipping through different shopping apps on her phone. Curious, Siddharth asked her with a smile, "Why not stick to one app?" She laughed freely and replied, "We like to explore and see different things. It's not like that for you guys, right? You don't have many fun choices." Siddharth kept smiling, but her words made him think. Her friendly joke gave him a big idea. Under the warm lights of the cafe, Siddharth found himself deep in thought. He looked around, noticing the men nearby. Their similar clothes seemed to silently ask for something more, something that would let them stand out as individuals. Later, in the quiet of his room, Siddharth was focused and calm. He began to draw. His pencil moved with purpose, designing not just clothes, but an entire concept. He called it Snitch. The word snitch means to steal. Siddharth's plan was to sneakily shift the fashion focus, making men wear the star. Siddharth Dungarwal finally left his family's jewelry business to start something of his own. He then set up Snitch, using his rich knowledge to create a new style in fashion. He began it in a tiny warehouse. He carefully started his own journey into apparel manufacturing and laid the first threads of Snitch's story. Focused and ready, Siddharth started his journey with Snitch. He wanted to fill a gap in men's fashion, especially for Gen Z customers, by offering a new and appealing styles. He then looked online, using LinkedIn, to find people who wanted to help change men's fashion. His goal was to create a brand that young people would love. Putting money into Snitch was more than just an investment for Siddharth. It showed his belief in his idea. He used about 5 crore rupees from his and his family's savings of over 10 months. Each rupee showed his commitment to making his idea a success. He skillfully handled the challenges of the fast-changing online market, always focusing on making customers happy, from the way products were packaged to how they were handled after purchase. Siddharth sat on his bed, his face showing worry and tension. He had put all his money into Snitch, and the weight of the decision was heavy on him. Just then, his mom walked in. She looked at him with caring eyes, and without saying a word, her gaze seemed to say she believed in him. This silent support gave Siddharth the strength to stick with his bold business move. It was a cold January in 2019 when Siddharth Dungarwal, filled with quiet determination, launched Snitch. It started as a B2B brand, a new player in the world of men's fashion. Snitch began its journey with hope and excitement, aiming to mark a difference in the fashion industry. Siddharth was in a cloth store, surrounded by many fabrics. He looked at each one closely. He wanted Snitch's clothes to be simple but beautiful. In a busy workshop, Siddharth watched as people and machines made Snitch's clothes. He was happy to see his designs come to life. Siddharth changed Snitch from a regular store to an online shop. He wanted to make clothes that were new and nice, and that people in India would like. Siddharth worked with a web designer and a UX designer in a small room. They made a website that showed how simple and charming Snitch was. With a smile, Siddharth opened the Snitch website online. Now, everyone can see and buy their quiet and stylish men's clothes. At Snitch, Siddharth and his team were so happy and surprised to get their first order just 1 hour after the website started. This was the beginning of their new online journey. When the virus came, Siddharth had to make one more big choice. He decided to sell Snitch clothes directly to customers online. He worked hard every day to make this happen. Now, people in more than 20 states in India can buy Snitch clothes, which are simple but elegant and strong, especially in these hard times. Snitch now works as a brand for both businesses and direct customers. Siddharth thinks a lot about making clothes that tell stories from around the world. Snitch now has many kinds of clothes: traditional, modern, casual, and formal. They want to have something special for every man. Snitch designs clothes for men aged 18 to 35. They have clothes for every part of their busy and relaxed lives. Siddharth, always thinking ahead, watches over Snitch's success with over 1,000 products. The website gets 20,000 visitors a day. About 900 orders are made each day, and 35% of customers come back again. Siddharth's hard work has indeed paid off. Snitch started in a small place and now has a big warehouse. This shows how much Snitch has grown. On Shark Tank, a show where big ideas meet investors, Snitch had its big moment. The stage was full of energy, ready for something exciting. Among all the other people with big ideas and smart investors, there was Siddharth. He looked calm and sure of himself, different from the busy scene around him. Siddharth talked about Snitch's plans. The investors listened carefully, interested in what he had to say. Then the big moment happened. Siddharth and the investors shook hands. They agreed to deal for 1.5 crore rupees. Siddharth managed to get all 5 sharks from Shark Tank India Season 2 on board. Anupam Mittal, Aman Gupta, Namita Thapar, Vinita Singh, Piyush Bansal. Each of these investors brought their unique expertise and industrial experience, which Siddharth valued more than just the financial aspect. Snitch is making remarkable strides in the business world and isn't slowing down. In 2024, they launched an aggressive expansion plan. They aim to open 7 to 8 new stores in key cities. This strategy is about growth and tapping into emerging markets in smaller cities and towns. Their financial journey has been equally impressive. From Rs 11 crores in financial year 2021, Snitch's revenue jumped to 44 crore rupees in financial year 2022. By financial year 2023, they reached Rs 110 crore rupees. For the current fiscal year, they are on track for Rs 250 crores. Their digital platform, especially their app, is a key revenue driver. It accounts for 55% of their revenue. In 2024, Snitch appointed Mayur Ashtekar for business development and offline expansion. This marks a strategic move in their growth. Ashtekar's experience from Rare Rabbit is set to elevate Snitch's market presence. Also, in 2024, Snitch raised 110 crore rupees in funding. This was led by SWC Global and IVY Cap Ventures. The funding will be used to hire top talent and enhance technology infrastructure. It will also help expand their retail footprint. They plan to open over 100 offline stores across the country in the next 4 to 5 years. This move is expected to boost their financial growth significantly. It also solidified their position as a trendsetter in the men's fashion industry. With a joyful smile, Siddharth holds up a Snitch shirt, surrounded by happy shoppers. His dedication turned this homegrown startup into a hit, blending tradition and trend into every piece. This scene is a witness to an essential lesson from Siddharth's journey. Passion combined with a clear vision can turn dreams into reality. Siddharth's journey is a powerful example of how proper planning, adaptability, and focused execution can turn even a modest idea into a milestone of success. His story is an inspiration, reminding us that dedication and hard work, guided by a clear vision, are key ingredients for achieving success in any field. To immerse deeper into the world of startups and venture capitalists, Keep watching Exit Fund. And if you're inspired, like, share and subscribe for more stories like this.